Page 10, the Campbells are coming. At the top of the page, introducing you to grace notes. Oh boy. Let's talk grace notes for a minute. Grace notes are an ornament, a musical ornament. There are a whole bunch of musical ornaments in music. They're extra, they flourish, they enhance the music, whatever. Ornaments, at least most ornaments, are optional. You can leave them out. And when I first learn a piece, I do leave them out. They're extra. I put them in when I go do the articulation, the staccatos and accents. That's when I add the ornaments. A grace note, it's a little bitty note in front of another note, a regular sized note. It has a line through the staff. Usually an eighth note, it has a line through the staff. And it's played very quickly. It's just a real quick note. Like in the right hand, it's a C sharp 1, they want 2-1. It's just a quick note. Well, it depends on the piece and how you're interpreting, where you actually play them at the same time and release the grace note. Kind of chopping it. And it, as I said, depends on the music. Some pieces, this is more appropriate, and other pieces, they want that. Most of the time, you're going to do that. Just a quick little note. Not in rhythm or nothing, it's just a quick note. People don't agree on how ornaments should be played, never have, never will. I will give you the talk, because if you happen to be talking to somebody about music and you say one thing and they say, that's not right, that's not what I was taught, then at least you can understand that, yes, I understand you were not taught that. But as far as right goes, it seems to be really up to the performer as to how to do it. It's not a matter of right and wrong. People wouldn't agree on that either. I really don't care. Most people will play a grace note before the beat, so the D comes on the 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. It's like that. Other people, like me, play them on the beat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because there's another type of ornament called a appoggiatura. Things that is played on the beat, and they say, well, that would be like the little note without the line through it, but those are done rhythmically. This is not done rhythmically. This is just a quick little note. Whether you do it on or before the beat is between you and your teacher. And a lot of pieces like this one, you can't tell if it's before the beat or not, because there's nothing else there. And that's my spew on grace notes. Just have fun with them. But let's talk about this piece here. 6/8 time, so we're counting eighth notes. An eighth note gets a count. We're going to count to 6. Goody. 1 sharp in the key signature. We are in the key of G major. So go ahead and do the scale for G major, and go ahead and do the scale for E minor, because it also has 1 sharp. Just do them both. Just learn both scales. 1 octave up and down is good enough. At the beginning, well, as I said, I'll leave out the grace notes. So we're just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goody. Let's go to the last measure there on the first line. Here, yes, 1, 2. You're in this position. I'm not going to stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now about third finger, because you got an A coming out. So, and then immediately second finger. So. Second finger. So you come back and forth here on these till you get to the third line, and you're here. And then one up here. So you lift up. It's between a phrase. We can get away with this. I don't like this fingering. I would rather go here and go here. 3, 1, 3, 5, excuse me. Here rather than using thumb both. This is a quick little piece. And it's just, and then go 3, because they want 3 on the next one. They're saying 4, 3. I can do 5, 3. If I can do that, then I can do here. Here. So forth. So I recommend that. But there's nothing wrong with the fingering in the book. If you want to do that, go with it. I just prefer this other fingering. I like to play things connected if I can, because I like to feel my way around the keyboard. So, page 11. Second line, you're here. Now, they say 4, 1, and the left hand takes over, and during the rest you come down for the C and the D. And then 2 16th notes to an 8th note. So in this it's 1 and 2 and 3. So it's 6 and 1. It's just 6, 1. Left hand. Here at the beginning, you don't really have to use thumb, but that's all right. And then during the rest, come up. And that D is tied. You see the curved line? Don't play it again, just add the G to it. Here. So it's 6, 1, 6, 1. And this is it for a while. That's fine because your right hand is busy enough. The last line on page 10, treble clef. You come up here, just lift up and move. And then C, you're up here for a while. Okay. And the third line on page 11, you come back down, bass clef. Put the hands together. Well, at the beginning, you just got these. And then let's go over what's fourth measure, where the piece, because these dotted half notes are introduction. All right. And then the piece starts here. And that's melody. So fourth, bottom line on page 10. See, I gotta move here. So I don't, again, another reason to use this fingering, because I don't have to worry about the right hand. I'm not moving really. It's the left hand's gotta move. Because there's no rest there. Second line, second measure on page 8, 11. I don't know where I'm at. It's here. All that's measure, all that's melody, and then just to hold that down and come over it and play that. So they're down at the same time, and then go on. And during the go on, you move down. That's sort of the idea of the fingering and rhythm. Then we add the articulation, which means the grace note. Just real quick. Both hands the same way. Whether you play them on the beat or not, doesn't really matter. You can't tell it. And connect these eighth notes. That's the staccato. Lift. They're on the second line, first measure, staccato. And then lift up. It's a new phrase. It's like taking a breath. Here, you lift up. Now there's no staccato here. You hold this out. Just remember there is a rest though. So put in the articulation and the dynamics. Well, let's do the melody, but at the beginning, both hands are, there is no melody. So it's loud, getting louder. I don't think we need accents here. They accented these notes. When you're loud on a piano, I see no point in an accent. Other instruments, it makes a difference. On a piano, just play it louder, and you're going to go up very loud. Louder, a little louder, louder, down a little bit, and now moderately loud. That first note in the left hand is melody. And can you do this and that's soft? And you're staying basically there until the bottom of the page where you go up to very loud, or to loud, excuse me. The left hand can come up to about a moderately loud, or as moderately as you're staying there until the second line on page 11. You go up to very loud. It's very loud. And the last measure, that's loud. And that's sort of a moderately soft to moderately loud. We want to hear that note. And now loud. And the left hand is soft now. And that takes us to the speed. How fast does it go? Well, it's marked allegretto, and that's between moderato and allegro, and to me that's the fun speed. But it's the overall feel of the piece. It's not the speed of the beat. What do you feel fun speed for this melody? What's a fun speed for that? You don't need to be playing it fast. I'm not talking that kind of fun, just a kind of a leisurely fun. But I think that's... To me, that's about how fast it would go. So at the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, like so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not an allegretto speed, that is a fast speed. That's moving. But the feel of it is more of a fun allegretto speed. Now at the bottom of page 11, the last 4 measures on the dotted half notes, the first one you got this. If you play the grace note before the beat, it's by itself. If you play it on the beat, it comes with the G. Again, it depends on which way you're playing it, and that's up to you. I typically play them on the beat, but who knows how I'm going to do it, but whatever, I don't know. But that's how it works. Now in 6/8 time, keep in mind, well, in any music actually, keep in mind there's natural accents. That gets into interpreting the music. The first beat of a measure is always the strongest accent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And then there are other weaker accents throughout the measure depending on what the time signature is. In 6/8 time, most of the time we feel this in 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why these 8th notes are beamed 3 at a time, because they could have beamed them 2 at a time. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel more like a waltz in that case. And sometimes 6/8 time music is done that way. But most of the time you feel it in 2. So feel that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you feel it, you don't force it, you feel it, it'll come through in the music as you're playing it. People can feel that. Now I'd like to play this with you very slowly. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I will do the staccatos and stuff, and I'll do the grace notes. So I'll give us 6 counts, and let's just do it slowly together. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, rest. 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 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Rest. 3, 4, 5. Wrist. 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 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Off.